Well, basically, I bought a Toshiba computer for Christmas for myself and my mother about the end of 2013, began 2014. The screen was bad on it, and it was a screen issue, totally messed up. Took it back, exchanged it. No problem, they exchanged it. About a year later, started doing the same thing. So maybe a little less than a year. So I brought it in. They're like, well, we got to send it to Toshiba. I'm like, okay. But what about the data? And at the time, I didn't have any, there's no cloud, there's no nothing. Well, we don't do data. I said, well, then don't mess with my hard drive. Just don't mess with it. There's nothing wrong with it. This is all the monitor. And I even wrote on the contract, do not format or remove hard drive, and initialed it. And they signed off on it too and sent it in. Well, lo and behold, I get the computer back, the screen is not fixed, and the hard drive is removed. And they refused to find it or anything, so I've lost a whole novel I'd spent 10 years on. And I am just really not happy about that. So they offered me a portable hard drive so it won't happen again and told me to call corporate to resolve the other issues. And then sent the laptop back out. Well, they sent the laptop back out. This time they replaced the screen like they should have, but they smashed it on like a pen or a screwdriver or something. There was a white line across it. They said it was cosmetic. They don't do anything about it. So I pitched a bitch and got corporate to agree to replace the screen. And they were working on trying to locate my hard drive. Well, Brandon said, send him an invoice from another computer company to fix the screen and we'll pay for it. I sent the invoice, never heard from him. So it gets to be about July 2014. I email in and they're like, well, we'll look for it, but we don't know what you're talking about with the screen with Brandon. So this went back and forth till about November, and then they just stopped talking to me. So I sued them, got a lawyer and sued them. They agreed to a settlement of they would replace the computer or repair it, or refund it, preferably refund it. And they gave me the dollar amount and everything. Well, I accepted that, never heard from them. Lawyer told me, okay, go to the store, tell them everything, and show them the thing I gave you. Nothing ever happened. I ended up losing that letter meantime. And COVID came around, blew me off some more. And then I finally just blew up at corporate, and they're like, we don't know anything. We can't do anything about it. Go away. Store, same thing. And then they just kept ping-ponging back and forth. Oh, well, let the store handle it. Oh, well, corporate has to handle it. Oh, let the store handle that. And that's basically the issue with the computer. And then there's a side issue where they basically don't know how to follow directions with the Nintendo World Championships. If you want to talk about that later, we can do that after the computer. I want either a new computer that is comparable in specs to the one I had, adjusting for the time period, obviously, because the one I had is useless now and it was brand new because it's 10 years old. Or a credit of the purchase price as they promised toward that new computer, or a check for the purchase price as promised. I called corporate. They told me, oh yeah, we'll take care of it, and sent me, go to the store, we'll send everything, we'll have a corporate rep waiting for you, and we'll take care of it there. We don't know what you're talking about, call corporate. No, you go to the store. No, call corporate. Back and forth, back and forth. And that's all I've ever gotten done. Ridiculous. They reneged on like 2 or 3 deals. They said they would do this, they didn't do it. They said they'd do that, they didn't do it. They got sued, made a settlement, and still refused. They just don't do it because nobody can make them. That's garbage. It's wrong. You don't make promises you know you're not going to keep. First of all, you promised you wouldn't mess with my data. Second of all, you promised you'd fix my screen. And third of all, you promised me a refund. None of the 3 promises did you keep.